intelligence systems, where we improve your natural intelligence in very natural ways. So, about human nature, who is right? Are we as human beings in constant battle for survival, taking care of our own interests? Or are we altruistic, concerned about others, and willing to sacrifice for highest good? We could be both or either, and it all depends how our brains are organized. To explain it, I will refer to the theory of the triune brain developed by Dr. Paul MacLean, which is of course simplified for our purposes. Here's the structure Dr. Paul MacLean named the reptilian brain. So here is a very simplified brain from the profile, and I'm not going to talk about these two, but here we have the reptilian brain. I love that name, and Dr. Paul MacLean obviously liked it too. He called this brain structure the reptilian brain because he felt it shared a lot of common features with reptiles, such as concern for safety, self-preservation, protecting territory, and being unemotional. And by the way, it keeps you alive. So if you're still alive, say thank you to your reptilian brain. Well, when the reptilian brain is not balanced by communicating with other brain structures, the self-preservation function results in behavior focused on domination as the only way to ensure safety. That generates unemotional attitudes such as victory at all costs, winner takes all, who is not with me is against me, and things like that. You can probably think of many examples of individuals using those tactics and attitudes to control many situations. Ironically, it seems that those are the values taught in the business schools. One of the participants in my class, who was studying for his MBA, exclaimed that this is what they teach us in business school. This is the business philosophy. Increase your market share, dominate the field, eliminate competition, don't leave any money on the table. Well, it's absolutely critical to understand that these attitudes do not come from the thinking part of your brain, even though they look like thoughts. They are the emanations of what I consider the unintegrated reptilian brain. That means the reptilian brain is not communicating sufficiently with other brain structures, especially with the limbic system, which we'll address in a moment. The unintegrated reptilian brain accounts for the view of the human nature as being inherently selfish and only furthering its own interests without any regard for others. However, after the reptilian brain matures, we have a burst of growth in a different part of the brain, the limbic system. So this is the limbic system. The reptilian brain is concerned with safety and survival. But the limbic system is concerned with emotions and relationships. In many ways, it's the opposite of the reptilian brain. And this part of the brain allows us to bond, first with family, and then with an ever-widening circle of people. This part of the brain gives us the equipment to feel empathy and be concerned with other people's well-being. Children at the age of the limbic development are often spontaneously altruistic and caring towards their parents, other children, and even strangers. So when this part of the brain dominates, it presents the picture of human nature as inherently good and capable of altruism. Well, we all have both parts of the brain. So why the difference in attitudes and behavior, and also approach to life? Well, it has to do with the way people grow up, which determines how brains develop. You see, the behavioral brain matures with a sense of safety and stability. if you, as a baby, receive all the attention, touch, and nurturing that you need, your behavioral brain will become calm because it's secure that its needs are going to be met. This makes the whole nervous system stable and resilient and able to handle stress better, which is called self-regulation in psychological terminology. But if our wonderful, powerful reptilian brain doesn't feel secure at about 1.5 years of age, it's going to exhibit what I call the unintegrated behavior. You can think about it this way. If I'm not sure that my needs are going to be met, I'm going to make sure they are met by any means possible. I'll be aggressive, I'll take what's mine and what's not mine. I'll intimidate, eliminate anyone who gets in my way. I will grab as much as I can because I cannot be sure that more will be coming. And I will squash all opposition because I have to be the winner. And it will sing its own praises because no one else will, and so on. I again want to emphasize that these decisions are not made on the level of conscious thought. They are made by the brain of the little 1-year-old and are being programmed into future behaviors. And again, these are the decisions that make human beings look like they are selfish, self-centered, and uncaring. What makes things worse is that when the limbic system starts developing and the behavioral brain doesn't feel secure, the limbic system has an alarm center called the amygdala. And the amygdala becomes too active and perceives danger all the time. And therefore, there is not much room for empathy to develop. Sometimes empathy doesn't develop at all, and the individual may become a psychopath. Psychopaths are people who don't feel remorse if they hurt somebody because they can't feel other people's feelings, not even pain, and they don't care. Again, this reinforces the view that human beings are cold and others be damned. However, when the reptilian brain is assured of its safety and place in the world, it will be modified and balanced by the limbic system. And in that case, you will develop empathy, caring for others, and concern about their needs, while the reptilian brain is going to give you a healthy sense of self and healthy boundaries. For example, think about how you feel if your house guest uses your towel. Your reptilian brain sends you a signal that you're entitled to your things. The reptilian brain also gives you the ability to stand up for yourself and for your needs if they are not being met, and also defend yourself if you're attacked in any way. Without these qualities, we become pushovers and let others walk all over us. Many of clients that I work with have been working their way out of those issues. When you have a healthy sense of self, it gives the limbic system the foundation on which you and all of us can develop the ability to care about others in a balanced way. When these two brain structures are integrated, which means communicate correctly, they complement each other, and then the human nature presents as being caring and capable of altruism. So what is the solution to the problem of aggression and violence in the world? My solution is not to try to eliminate those, but to help the reptilian brain mature by providing the missing safety, nurturing, and also training and empathy. There are some programs already that use that approach with violent offenders. If such programs are used more universally, we can have the best of both brain systems. Individuals who are strong and able to act in their own interests, while also being able to care for others and act unselfishly. When everybody has integrated both brains, perhaps we will have a different world. Communication, cooperation, and healthy competition. Maybe these will be the values that are taught in business schools. You can have your profit while also caring for your employees, clients, suppliers, community, and the environment. I call it capitalism with a heart. There is more contemporary research confirming that altruism is real. And as you know, from my point of view, it depends on the degree of integration of the reptilian and the limbic brain systems. To learn more about how to get them to integrate, click on the link below to download your free guide.